Blog Talk Radio.
Crystal, how you doing today?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to CB and the Boyz. I am CB, your hostess with the mostess, and we've got a great show for you today. We're going to be talking about sibling rivalry, so do look forward to that. We're going to have a great time. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be lit. So, George, roll that beautiful beam footage. Welcome to CB.
Welcome to CB and the Boyz with Crystal, CB Booker, George, Biker Boy Holman, Roger Hawkins, and Mimi Acosta. Coming live and direct from YouTube, Facebook, iHeartRadio, Blog Talk Radio, and Apple Podcasts. Bringing you hot topics, interviews, live entertainment, and fun every Wednesday night, 11 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Central. And now, prepare to get charged up with a whole lot of fun from CB and the Boyz.
All right. CB and the Boyz. Got the whole crew in the building. We are back from our little vacation. Hopefully you guys missed us. We missed you. Missed you guys. Hey, Mimi. A fabulous Mimi Acosta.
You're going to be.
And then, yes. And then our resident bad boy, George, Biker Boy Holman. What's up, George?
What's up? Biker Boy in the house.
All right.
Back from Mississippi.
And our resident. All right. Glad you made it back safely. And then we have our bodybuilder, Mr. Body himself, Roger Hawkins. What's up, Mr. Fitness? How's it going, Roger?
I missed that. What's up with it? As y'all know, I've been meeting myself coming and going, but I'm back. You know, my brother's been struggling. It's been good, though. It's been good running around, so I'm good. How's everybody doing? Missed you guys. Crazy that makes sound. Yeah.
Well, likewise.
Yeah. I'm like, man, I ain't synced my family. So, you know, here I am. I'm actually on the road again, but, you know, I made it happen. I got in. Like I said, I literally been flying across the U.S., so I just had to land long enough to catch up with the fam.
Hey, Raj, I have a question for you.
I have a lot.
I got a quick question for you. Were you by any chance in the recent movie that came out in 2022 called As They Made Us? Were you in that film?
I was not. Do I have a doppelganger running around? I was not.
You do. You really do. The film stars Candice Bergen and Dustin Hoffman. And it's really good. It's about basically aging and getting old. And there was this one scene where there was an orderly in the hospital, and you were helping. Well, it wasn't you apparently, but he was helping Dustin Hoffman. No, just like you.
I need to figure out who this guy is. Now I do have some stuff coming up, so I will be keeping you guys posted. But at the moment, no, that wasn't me. So, you know, but anyway, do have something coming up in 22 and 3 and 4 and on. So, you know, keep everybody posted.
Cool.
But yeah, that was about it.
I'll be waiting to see. Yeah, it was trippy to me.
You know,
when we did. Remember when we were all in Las Vegas, and me and the wifey was sitting in the casino in one of the restaurants, and we were sitting there eating. And I'm looking at the big screens. You know, everybody got the big screen monitors all around the bars and whatnot. And we're sitting there eating, and I'm sitting there watching the show or watching the screen, and this commercial comes on, and it's your ass. I said, "What the hell?"
Like, I just found it, folks. Right. Trust me, you don't know how much. You would think, like I said, that when they ask, people be like, oh, that's my guy and all that. No, not my friends and family. They can't wait to call and bust my balls. So you see, that's the thing, boy. When you come from a blue collar background, you better know your level because you're supposed to keep you grounded.
I was like, look at this nigga. What was it?
Giving me a hard time.
Wasn't it some kind? It was some kind of health commercial, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's for the health. When they bought out pretty much the West Coast, they bought out a lot of places. We did it, and you know, it's been making its rounds. So, yeah, what's it called? Intermountain Healthcare.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I seen that. I was like, damn, look at my boy all up on the damn screen. I wanted to jump up. I wanted to jump out my chair. Hey, that's my boy right there. That's my boy. That's my boy. Y'all looking, check it out. That's my boy.
He's a real person. What's funny is when people tell me about something and I'm like, I don't remember, you know, and I know that happens on occasion. Meaning you probably know that. Like you go, what? They'll be like, yeah, man, I was watching blah, blah, blah in a different part of the country. And then you'll be like, bro, yes, I have no, and I haven't seen it. We do a lot of stuff we don't see because it's like on to the next project. And that really can be frustrating actually for actors and stuff like that because you don't see a lot of things you do and you hear people mention and you go, well, damn, I hope it was good. Because we don't catch a lot of it. You have to really
they don't offer you a copy or nothing like that. I mean, you don't.
The cool ones do, but the really busy ones who are like over it sometimes will forget unless you have your agent call or you have somebody's number personally and be like, hey, I'm going to be in touch with you. Because again, once they're done with that, they're right on to the next project. It's not always personal.
Right. It's just business. It's just business. When they're done, they on to the next one. No, this one finished today. It's a new one tomorrow. They forgot already.
Right. So are we. We do the same thing. We just go from project to project to project until somebody say, hey, look,
you forget.
You're in this cleaning commercial and I'm going cleaning commercial.
You forget. Yeah, so we have to be on top of that because over the years, I know early on, especially before social media and everything took off, I know I missed out on a lot of good footage because you sometimes can't do the due diligence you want because either your agent is on to something different, they forget, they don't have the proper name for the I would definitely say companies have gotten better at providing footage because they know people need that. They know people really want that. So they've gotten better at it. It used to be really hard.
You would think,
years ago. Now
in my mind, you would think, I would think that would be a really vital part of your portfolio.
Yeah, it is, but it's up to you to get it. It's your portfolio, it's your stuff. So, you know, like I said, you have people that are really cool and they'll be like, hey man, look, you know, I'll look out for you, just give me a call and we'll get it to you. And they've gotten better. But in the old days when there wasn't social media and they weren't, you know, ready, available MP4s and stuff like that, man, you played hell getting footage. You really, really did.
Damn.
Print shots and cut and tear sheets. You played hell getting it. So now it's a lot better. It's a lot better. But in the good old days,
so the technology's made it easier for them to be able to get that stuff to you.
Yep. Exactly.
Oh, now
100%,
yes.
100%.
Now yes. Back then, no.
Yeah,
Sometimes you do a lot of stuff and some things don't come out. But you did such a great job at it that you actually want some clips so you can like do a reel or whatever.
Yeah,
right,
but, you just don't get it.
And then then that means somebody has to really be cool and go back and look for it for you. That really means you just got to get lucky because like Mimi said, if you had a particular scene and you're like, I loved it even though it didn't make it, it made the cutting room floor. You want that? You better get in really, really good with some people. So yeah, it can be tough. Tough. But no, sorry, CB, it wasn't me, Mama. I wish it was, but that's okay. It will be soon enough because coming down the pipeline.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if we'd have been doing something with Dustin Hoffman, we'd have known about it.
Yeah. At this point, yeah. Yeah, so that's it. That's about it. So that's it. So yeah, now I'm just in my my hotel. You know why? You know what Mimi wants to do. Will y'all please let this girl get to her segment? I know she's been a good girl long enough. And listen, I need it too, baby. So she's been a good girl long enough. So everybody looking fly. So let's get it going.
I'm gonna let you know something. She's just interested in finding out what the heck I'm drinking that got my face turning sideways. That's what that is.
Oh, Oh, is that what it is?
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's Mimi Drink Special. Mimi, let them know what you're sipping on.
Well, guys, look, I'm keeping it really, really kosher because I have to come back in just really innocently. I can't just dive into the hard stuff because, I'm just getting over COVID again for the second time. So you guys already know. Can't do it too hard. But anyway, I'm having Smirnoff Ice. Okay. This is the natural orange flavor. And you guys know how I do it. I got to have my red straw. I got to have my ice. I got to have my glass. So you already know.
Yeah, look at you getting over it.
Hey, look. I'm getting over it, okay? Doctor said stop drinking. I'm CB and the boys this tonight.
Or something like that, for sure, for sure. All right.
Okay, so George, let's go.
I don't never go second. Why I'm going second?
Because
you put the target on your back, folks. You put the target on your back.
Right.
Well, I'm sipping on this stuff right here.
Oh, what is the stuff? Look.
Ooh, it tastes good.
Look.
Got a nice little bite.
Earlier.
So.
And it shocked his whole world.
So shout out.
Oh my God.
So shout out to P. Diddy. Shout out to P. Diddy. Well, or should we say Diddy Combs, aka P. Diddy, all that. April 1st, he released. April 1st, he released the new Ciroc Passion. That's what you got right there.
Sexy. All right. Right.
So yeah, I was down there in the Mississippi and they had the bottle. I said, oh, you know what? I'm gonna need you to run me that. Run me that bottle right there. So I'm checking it out. And I waited. Okay. I waited to tonight, to right before the show, to crack it open. So I just cracked this open tonight. Still got frost on the bottle. But it's tropical. It's a fashion. It's a tropical flavor, exotic blend of the tropics. Is what it says. It's tropical passion. And
look, let me tell you something.
I don't drink Ciroc, but that I'll drink.
We were talking. Look at this food. And he took a sip, Roger, and he went into shock. I thought he got shocked for real, like one of them electrical shit for that Department of Public Works shit he got going on over there.
Really?
Well, it's got a strong bite, but it's smooth. I've had other Cirocs, and I'm not a fan of the syrupy liqueurs. Most of them, 9 times out of 10, I feel like I'm just drinking some Ancient Mama syrup. You know what I mean? But this one here, I like this one. He
right here. Right here.
He done the thing. He done the thing with this one right here. This one right here.
Crystal, sis, what you got going on over there?
All right.
Some Smirnoff Ice Mango.
She been going. She went without me.
She did. She went hard.
Hey, I want y'all to know.
She got that 90s. She got that old school 90s soap opera star hair going to that shit on the side. So she wanted to knock it back like that. What's her name from Young and the Restless?
I want y'all to know. I want y'all to know. So our show has been rolling live for 14 minutes and counting. I promise to God, 15 minutes ago, that bottle was full.
that ain't long. That's too long.
And let you know what kind of night it's gonna be tonight.
So Roger, what you got going on?
All right, well,
you got something.
Well, yeah, when it's been when it's been a lot going on, you boy, I always got to go to my boy Uncle Jack. I got some gentleman. I got a fresh bottle of Gentleman Jack. So, and some bad lighting in my hotel room. So I'm gonna crack that and do a few shots because I still got driving to do tomorrow. I got a lot of driving to do, bunch of jobs going on, etc. But yeah, I had to go. This is what they call you need brown liquor music. That's what I need. I need some BB King and something going on. Take my first shot for you, Mimi.
Hey.
That's like communion up in this piece.
Thank
Hey,
you.
there we go. We all good. We all gravy. We all gravy. Everybody's in there.
Let's go.
Mm.
All right.
Mhm.
We're gonna do a music break because you said you wanted some smooth music. Well, I got you.
Give me some brown liquor. Give me some brown liquor.
Here is "Are You
All right.
Still Down" from John B. and Tupac.
Okay.
John B. Bring it on, man. Let them feel what you feel. Only the ladies. Only the ladies. Girl, it's alright. Are you still there for me now? I'm just staring in your eyes, yeah. I can see that you're on me. Are you still there for me now? By the way that you smile, yeah. Are you still there for me? Left once again at home. Another night on your own. Ain't no fun in love if you're loving alone. How does it feel to be used to? I'm not alone. Can you recall how close we used to be then? Can you still remember those feelings again? Seems like every time I see you, there's a tear in your eyes. To make some decisions or go dying inside. Tell them all, call me a fool, but I'm stuck. It's a love thing, plus I'm overheating from the rush. Tongue touch, you feeling fireworks, watch the sky. I make you smile, but you rather have what makes you cry. Take a line, I leave now. With my heart on my sleeve, memories down. What I found is you still care. You had feelings and they still there. Baby girl, keep it real here. Are you still there? Tell me. Come on. It's in your eyes, I can see it in your eyes. I can see that you want. Don't you want my boy? That's my boy. By the way that you I still remember
Yeah, I know Tupac's still alive. He's staying with me in my other house. That's the new music.
Crying was raining when you gave it to me. The more I see you, the more I feel inside. And I know one day I'll make it back to where you can fly. I shall go. Don't cry. Come on, bring better days.
Generate voice in the house.
They can burn it up. Only one in a lifetime touch my soul. Go slow, baby, don't rush the flow. Got me all weak, baby, but I'm strong in parts. Going fast to the apps with the longest sparks. Give me mine like fine wine, measured in time. Flipping other brothers love you, but the pleasure is mine. Mama taught me how to love a woman, Papa was strong. We committed, so I hit it, and it's properly done.
It's alright, baby.
I can't see in your eyes. I can't see
By the way that you come on, I still down for me. Yeah, girl, it's alright, baby. There in your eyes, I can see that you want me. By the way you come. Baby, are you still there? Are you saying I'm gonna rock it? I wanna lay your body down right here.
Somebody got a real
Still down, baby, are you still
See that
there?
lonely outside. Come on,
Still there for me, baby. Still there for me, baby. Still there. Still there for me, baby. Still down for me?
I'm still
always
there
feel
for
like
y'all.
I'm always down for you.
Y'all better, oh boy, y'all better be cognized. You know how it is. I
said
said the
nice,
management jumping no line. Yeah. What up, fam? You already know. Pac with capital letters. Capital letters. Tupac let them know. That's what you're gonna know. That's what you can't go wrong with Snack Pack. It's my guy.
You know it. I'm a ride or die Tupac fan, man. I love Tupac.
Yeah.
I don't know about all that ride or die shit. I don't even like that term, ride or die. I ain't riding a dime for a damn soul, but my damn self.
I will sit your ass in the back seat then. Shoot. Nobody care. I'll get out of here.
For real.
Sleep out there. Right. Somebody give Mimi ass a bus pass. She ain't
that's
a
how you
rider.
feel?
Give her a bus pass. We'll meet her there. Right. Yeah, Mimi ain't trying to get to the dance. She ain't trying to get to the dance. Damn. But you know what? I appreciate you telling us up front. We already know. We ain't got no more seats over here. Cause this one right here.
Shut up.
Yeah. You caught me. You caught us.
You'll be the first one talking about, come sit over here. I got you, sis.
Wow.
So you said, if they come, I'm snitching though. I'm like, all right then. Well, all right. I love you. Go on and hold this bag. We'll be back.
You know what?
We come back.
Hey. You know what? She lied because she gonna ride or die, all right. She gonna ride or die right along with my wife. Cause them gonna be the two motherfuckers snitching. She already told me. She already told me, baby, you just gonna go to jail because I can't.
No.
Right there. I'm not that same. So you gotta wait. You gotta go to bed and wake up to Nino.
Maybe
right there.
Maybe in that sense, I would rather die because I am not a snitch. I will hold shit in, put my head on a chopping block. I will hold shit in. I can't do it. My spirit won't let me snitch. I'm not a snitch. Yeah, so in that sense, I'd rather die.
Well, don't do no dirt around my wife because she's telling. She didn't told it. She's telling, and she is not afraid to let you know she's telling. She gonna tell. She will tell you she's telling. She gonna tell. If she wasn't asleep, I wake her up right now. I would call her on the phone, bring her right on the show, and say, "Baby, you telling?" And I guarantee you, she'd be like, "Yep."
She probably up there. Hey, she probably up there snitching in her dreams. Leave her ass up there. Snoring and snitching. Tell her keep her ass up there.
That part.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
He did it.
Yeah.
He did it. It wasn't me. Tell her keep her ass right where she is. Yeah. Ain't none of y'all driving shotgun with me. None of y'all.
Man.
They're out by your lonely dog right there. Ain't nobody catch you.
See?
Got to be more careful.
Got to be more careful.
Yeah. Got to be more careful. All right. Let me get this over.
You already know I ain't no snitch, so
yeah.
I can hold a lot in.
That's how it's supposed to be. You're supposed to, we bad boys for life. Anyway, whatever. Nope. Maybe you already told me. See, dang, I had hopes. Nope. See, ain't no Bonnie in this group right there.
No Bonnies. There's not a Bonnie anywhere.
CB, baby, you got to be the rider because your girl down there, yeah, she over there. I told her not to do it.
Look, I'm not riding or dying, but I'm not gonna snitch. So you got the best of both worlds. Because I'm not gonna die for you.
I don't know about that.
She sound confused.
What if you?
She said,
right. What if you say you ain't gonna snitch? And they're like, we gonna shoot this car if you don't tell. Then all of a sudden it might be like, well. See, you might not have an option.
I ain't got nothing to say. That's just it. I plead the fifth. I can do that.
You just running?
It's legal.
You just running, huh? You just running.
Well, you gonna run.
I ain't even trying to run. I will get caught. I'll get caught with y'all. I'll get caught.
You got to
trust me. I'm gonna get out.
No, because hey, listen. Unlike today's youth, I can still run. Shit, I ain't sagging and getting caught and falling and shit.
I don't see none of y'all three. Look, I could see myself getting caught with y'all, getting out, getting the funding, and coming back to get y'all. I could see myself doing that. I don't know which one of y'all would do that or wouldn't do that?
Well, all I'm gonna say is I got people in a couple of different states that keep bail money for me. Have since high school.
Will you go down with the crew, get out, get the funding, and get us all out?
I would.
George, would you?
Absolutely. I'll make a phone call and make it happen for free. I'll make a phone call and make it happen for free.
Here's why. My bail money's covered. I know this for a fact. So I absolutely would come back and get y'all because you think you'd be out first, but you wouldn't. I got bail money coming from a couple of places because my friends and family already know I'm going to do some shit. So ever since I was a teen, I promise you, I'm not even joking. I have several people that are like, I have to keep money for this boy. They really do. And they still do to this day, which is sad. But
and you know what? And I believe that shit.
I would come get y'all, but I ain't gonna let y'all stick there. That's for sure. And if this was the old West, I'd tie my horse to the damn bars and break it apart and pull y'all out like in Young Guns. I got y'all.
I love it.
I'm gonna get you out.
Hey.
I'm gonna get you out.
Hey.
I'm gonna get you out. I can't do that. That's funny. The truth.
Well, like I said, your boy here.
Hey,
I'm good with it. I'm gonna get everybody out, and it ain't gonna cost a dime.
Hey, you got the
that
plug. Then make sure George is with us at all times. George got the plug.
Right. Hey, that's how we do it.
George, you're gonna be like Sugar Ray and Harlem Nights, just bail out the whole damn club. And then you put them in limos and all that, George. George got juice now. Y'all didn't know it. G got juice.
A little bit. Just a little bit.
I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna get y'all out. I'm gonna put all y'all in the Uber, and there's gonna be some more liquor in there waiting on you. But you ain't getting a limo. I'm just letting you know. But I'm gonna get everybody out.
Hey, that's all right.
Well, the limo might look like Freddie's Volkswagen from down the street, but we gonna get out for free.
It'll say limo on it. And spray paint.
We'll be up here playing. How many niggas can you pack in a Volkswagen?
I'll take one for the team. I'll stand on the corner for the team.
Hey, that's gangster. That's what I'm talking about, girl. My girl said she might check some traps and hit some colors to get us out. Hey, you with me, baby. You rise with me. She said, listen, if I got to shake what my mama gave it, damn it, then I'm shaking it, like I said. And if they get hurt, it's their fault. I know that's right. I say the same thing, but I had my breast reduction, so I'm good now.
Yeah.
Did y'all see the picture I just posted?
What the hell?
Yes.
That is horrendous. Hey, boo-boo, hey. Oh my God, it's terrible. Hey, you know where I live. Ain't no shortage of localities for you to partake in. Oh, geez, that's funny.
Damn, Roger.
Oh my God.
Come on, man. Come on. You got to be more careful.
When I was gonna post was where she had on the little boots and she had on the wig.
Don't do that. Oh, geez. What is wrong with you? See, this is what happens when I leave. When you leave the kids at home alone, this is the kind of shit they do. You know, they eat all the bread, make toast, you know, dirty up all the dishes.
See?
Hell.
See? Here I go.
But for real. Yeah, what you got?
Oh, I'm about to.
Oh, yeah. What you got?
I'm about to start some mess. Yeah, all right. Don't worry about me.
Okay, you know what? We're gonna have to hold George's hand because George is having George over there. He over there, Goose and Puffy. He over there, spiritually squeezing Puffy biscuits for the new Ciroc. So we're gonna let George have his moment. It is what it is. I ain't mad at you. Sometimes you got to walk into that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to walk into it. All right. Hey, George, it's not really sports. Let me have my intro real quick, please. I just want to talk a little bit about the sports world, and then I want. I know you guys saw some of the questions. I want to ask those before we get moving too far in, because we got to talk about your boy, y'all boy in y'all city. See, I ain't claiming home right now. Anyway.
Oh yeah, fitness tips with Roger Hawkins. I'm gonna have to get you a new intro.
Don't take out the last two. They my favorite. The last two, bench press and the cross. But you gotta look. Those are my two favorite now. Unless we replicate it. Okay. So real quick, just because I know y'all been hearing me whining like a little punk about driving and all that. I'm not really. I enjoy what I do, but Michael, stop whining like a bitch. But actually, what I did want to talk about was like the recovery phase, taking care of it. I say that because if you're in a car or vehicle a lot, you're going to get beat up. If you do anything, I don't care if it's hunched over a typewriter, whatever, you're going to get beat up. So I know a lot of times we talk about the exercise, the physical build-up part of it, but the recovery phase is every bit as important. And so what I want to throw out at everyone is, of course, things like yoga and stuff like that absolutely help. My kid does Pilates. It's funny. I have a soon to be 21-year-old, and I swear she's a reincarnated old white woman, some of the shit she does. No offense to my pretty old white women, but she's acting like y'all. Like I said, her name does start with K, it just ain't Karen. Anyway, I don't care if y'all mad. I love you. But seriously, stuff like that. but there you go. You'll look like that if you don't recover. This is what not adequate rest does for you. Oh, Jesus, I'm dead. George, go to bed. But one thing I suggest is massages and chiropractors, visits to the chiropractor. Because if your body is out of alignment, you don't realize how you'll break down. You don't realize how bad your physical makeup will start to decline if you don't do that. And I think about that a lot because I do, I get knotted up and tied up and things like that. Then another part of your body will start to overcompensate. Once that happens, that's going to hurt and break down. And you know what I mean? It's a chain reaction. So it's cause and effect. So, not so much getting into, doing this and doing that, but you have to find a way to recover. I mean, hydration, all the things we've talked about, but you do owe it to yourself. And I know a lot of times they say, hey, come back in once a month or every 2 weeks. And we go, it's too expensive, boom, boom, boom. Not really. We can budget for a lot of things. You can budget $50 for a lot of stuff. Most chiropractors or massage therapists and things like that, they're on Groupon. They're everywhere. They have multiple visit deals. So it averages around $50 to $60. You do have that because you have it for anything else you want. And I'm just saying that because, again, your body will thank you. I'm in dire need of one right now. I do plan on doing it because, again, you can't move. Your range of motion gets limited, everything. And then you say, I'm hurt all the time. And the one thing you want to do is take medicine. I don't take medicine. I absolutely don't. And so because of that, I know I have to listen to myself a lot more. I have to be much more intentional about what my body is trying to tell me and just going until I break down. I have to be intentional about checking my back and my neck and my posture and things like that. It's like anything. You have to be intentional about brushing your teeth.
My neck and my back.
So, George is fired. But yes, what comes after that? What's after that, George? Come on, sing it. Anyway, guys, take care of yourself. Recover. Best recover and then work out. And don't get the new Ciroc and do like George is doing because you see how that goes. Like I said, that boy over here squinting, looking like George Jefferson and all kind of shit. Don't do that. So anyway, real quick shout out to Serena. I don't know if you guys did that or not. Serena is retiring. She's the baddest tennis player in a long time and in quite a few generations. I mean, maybe of all time according to some. So my girl is is retiring. I've watched her play a lot over the years. I've enjoyed every minute of it, even when she was having her tirades and all that. Thank you, Serena, for doing what you do. And I don't know if you guys know, they're kind of getting close to a plea deal on releasing Brittany Griner and making a trade, which is all this has been about the whole time. So I'm kind of keeping my eyes on that too. The country needs to not turn their back on her. So, and y'all know football season's kicking in, so it's really about to get going. We're about to have a lot to unpack and discuss as our favorite season, one of my favorite seasons kicks in. So, anyway, that's it for me today.
First preseason game.
It's preseason, doesn't mean a thing. They never do. Basically, all it does is just let them know who's going to make the roster, who's going to practice squad, who is not. That's really what that is. Yep. Yeah, we'll have a lot to do. Yeah.
We do.
We'll have a lot to talk about. Oh, she's fine, ain't she? Hey, George, we got to name her now.
Right.
We got. She looks like her name, or Gertrude or something. I don't know. Agnes the Eighth or something. I don't know.
And then we gotta have an intro. We gotta have an intro and theme song for her. You know what it's gonna be?
We gotta have an intro for her.
You know what it's gonna be?
What's that?
Moving on now.
Jungle Book. We gonna call it
That's her name, Wheezy. That's it. There it is. That's her name, Wheezy.
Wheezy's our official mascot.
Our official mascot.
Wheezy the chimpanzee.
Wheezy.
Oh, that's fantastic. Look. Hey, which one of y'all knows that preacher? That's all I want to know. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Which one of y'all knows him? Who knows?
Oh my God, I don't know
Motivator?
him. I don't know him.
Well, he's from KC, Mimi. I'm talking to these two. Because he's from our hometown. I'm sad to say.
What preacher?
I know I'll go church.
What I miss? I was in Mississippi when it happened. What happened?
Oh, come on, George.
I missed it.
George.
I missed it, man.
All people have seen that
Killing me.
video.
All right, okay, you got to look it up on the break or something like that. So anyway, preacher in Kansas City, he made a big to do. Basically, he was begging, and he got caught on tape calling his congregation poor, broke, and whatever, because they wouldn't buy him like a Motivator and all this. And I mean, he went ham. Poor, broke, busted, dogging him. And this was in Kansas City, Missouri, and I hate that so much. I really do. I hope somebody hits him. I mean, it's pitiful, but it was so over the top. And then there's been an apology issued recently, but see, here's my thing. I'm not the forgiving or accepting type because you knew what you were doing. And now you got caught. Yes. You ain't sorry you did it. You sorry that everybody came down on you with the wrath of God and everything else. And my thought was, that's pitiful, but it really does show the state of this particular institution. Now, a lot of people don't like my viewpoints on, the role of reverends and deacons and all that, but I'm here to tell y'all, these people are just doing a job. Yes, it has to do with your thoughts and spirituality and all that, but you know what? You're an adult. You're in charge of that. No person should ever tell you how, what, when, and where. You're no longer a child. So, when people get that upset, that man was doing his job. And okay, you work at a restaurant. If you give good service, you want a tip, right? He was literally asking for a tip for being a good preacher. He wanted them to buy him an expensive watch. You got to watch it. It's embarrassing. Yeah, I see you got. So watch it. It's embarrassing. It
really is. That was really bad.
Oh man, here we go.
And he doesn't look.
Here we go.
Let's watch it. Let's have it.
Are y'all ready?
You got it?
This is fresh off the Breakfast Club.
Check this out.
Fresh off the Breakfast Club.
Oh, you busy here.
Uh-oh. Hold on. Whoa, I lost
and
it.
The video's even worse.
That's pretty funny.
Charlemagne the devil?
Breakfast Club.
Yes, donkey today for Wednesday, August 17th goes to Pastor Carlton Funderburk. Okay, he is the senior pastor of Church at the Well in Kansas City, Missouri, and he is not pleased with his congregation. He is not pleased with his flock. He had some words for the members of his church because he wasn't pleased with their tithes and our offerings. For those who don't attend church, you know the tithe is 10% of your income, and the offering is anything extra that you give beyond that. I believe Pastor Carlton wanted an offering, and when he didn't get it, he had some things to say to the members of his church. Can we go to Hollywood Unlocked for the audio, please?
Because of how you've been honoring me. I'm not worth your McDonald's money. I'm not worth your Red Lobster money. I ain't worth your St. John knit. Y'all can't afford it no how. I ain't worth y'all Louis Vuitton. I'm saying it because I want you to understand just what God is saying. Even found out that Movado, you can buy a Movado watch in Sam's. Yes, you can. And y'all know I asked for one last year. Here it is the whole way in August. I still ain't got it. Y'all ain't saying nothing. Let me kick down the door and talk to my cheap sons and daughters.
I don't think I set that up the right way. And I do want to hear it again, so let me set it up the right way. Pastor Carlton wanted an offering, and the offering he wanted was a watch. He wanted a Movado watch, okay? Can we hear it again?
Because of how you've been honoring me. I'm not worth your McDonald's money. I'm not worth your Red Lobster money. I ain't worth your St. John knit. Y'all can't afford it no how. I ain't worth y'all Louis Vuitton. I'm saying it because I want you to understand just what God is saying. Even found out that Movado, you can buy a Movado watch in Sam's. Yes, you can. And y'all know I asked for one last year. Here it is the whole way in August. I still ain't got it. Y'all ain't saying nothing. Let me kick down the door and talk to my cheap sons and daughters.
Is thou not worth your Red Lobster money? Is thou not worth your Louis Vuitton? Is thou not worth your Prada? Is thou not worth your Gucci? All
right.
Wow.
So now, so this has been trending. Now, here's the thing. Y'all don't know this, but I mean, it's been, and you know, people that know where you're from love blowing you up, asking what you think and things like that. But it's national news. The sad way that to make national news is by that. But you know, I'm gonna throw this out there. You know what makes me madder? Did y'all hear that ignorant donkey in the back agreeing with him? Yes, it was. Yes, it is. See, there's always somebody who wants their few minutes of fame that wants to get in the peanut gallery and be in the amen corner. And I guarantee you her ass probably had some chicken and hot sauce in her purse while she was talking about yes, it is, and because she sounds like that. She sounds just like that kind of. Shut your ignorant ass up. But listen, that was the most fraudulent, faulty fuckery I've ever heard in my life. And again, listen. Don't bother me because I tithe and offering to that fool or anybody else. I work for mine. But just the idea that he's a so-called leader. This is how people are manipulating their position. And this is why I always tell people, man, after a certain age, if you still need someone to tell you how to live, who to be, how to be a grown-up, then you went wrong. You went wrong. My parents are dead. And I think they did a pretty good job. I'm straight. I don't need somebody to come along and tell me how to be, you know, the proper man or father. I love learning, but I'm not going somewhere to have a clown like that talk bad to me. Somebody talk bad to me. See, nah.
Hey, I only got one thing I can say about that whole thing right there. Wow. Wow.
It's a mess. It's a mess. And he issued an apology. He issued an apology. And here's what I will say. The brother is actually a good speaker. I can tell. I mean, I can tell he does his job well. It makes me think of Malcolm X when Spike Lee was like, "Man, Red, that was the best preacher hype I ever heard." The guy can really do his thing. You know, I mean, he knows how to put his words together. The problem is, if you have half a brain, you see through all of that. But some people want to be led. Some people don't want to be. Everybody can't be a general. And so I understand that. But people like that, like him, are disgraced because they take innocent and honest people and they take advantage of them. I wish, listen, my folks ain't alive and all that. If my mother or grandmother, anybody was going to that man's church, I think I might have went in there and drug her out by her ear, not the other way around. She gave this man some money. I'm going to take my belt off and whoop everybody's ass in here. you give that clown some money. I ain't worth the McDonald's money. Yo, St. John's Nick, y'all can't afford no way. He told them they were broke, but he's begging. See, y'all don't understand.
Yeah.
Raj answers a lot of shit with violence. That would have been one of them. I'd have been waiting by his pin code or whatever he got for him. For real. But I couldn't with that dude. I can't with him. I ain't never heard of this damn church, no way. Who is this fool? Yeah, it's a mess, right?
I've never heard of him.
And you won't.
I've never heard of him. But he was wrong for that.
It sounded like five people were in there.
Yeah.
And the drummer in the corner.
Hey, that part.
Yeah, drummer in the corner doing this.
Right.
Drummer in the corner, like.
Three of them was family members.
I bet his probably, you know, the one that the pastor
he probably
was the loudest
church.
one.
Wow.
Yeah, but that's embarrassing, man. That whole thing was embarrassing, you know. But I feel bad for people that really look to him for guidance because that's
crazy because I didn't hear about that until just now.
Yeah,
no, it has been blowing up. I mean, again,
you see how quick I was able to pull it up.
Yeah.
And then he said it. He was like, every platform. He's apologizing to people that just met him the wrong way and for the now viral video and all that. But you know what? There may be somebody out there who takes up a collection and gets that poor man a Movado. But you know what? But here's the thing. He's not, you know, that's not an isolated event. It just happened to get blown out of proportion because of how he did it. You look at all the mega churches. You look at all our favorite people we love to talk about, especially in the South, in the Bible Belt. You know how it goes down going from the Midwest to the South. You think they haven't been doing that for decades? Shit, he ain't doing nothing but he's a carbon copy. He's cookie cutter. You know, he's not the first, you know, preacher, pastor, evangelist to start saying, hey, buy me this shit. A lot of luxury cars and planes have been purchased by the flock. The flock just ain't got my initials. So
he just went about it
in
a very ignorant manner. And for the fact that he just to say broke, busted, and all that, you know, you don't do that. You just don't do that.
Yeah.
You know?
It was bad. I mean, he went hard. It was bad. But yeah, like you said, it is what it is. But yeah, it was bad. So anyway, I had to get on that guy's head because I'm like, oh, he deserves an open hand slap. But anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
He does. Yeah. I'm sure he lost a lot of respect. A lot of people lost a lot of respect for him after he did that.
Now,
it's going to be a very hard comeback.
You heard people hollering for him still. They'll still find a way to spin it and go, Rev, you know, it's all right, Rev. You know, he'll find a way to make that, you know, God's testing him or some other bullshit to get himself dug out of that hole, and people will buy it. He'll put it on the fork and somebody's going to bite. I'm not saying everybody, but you and I both know that is kind of the nature of this beast. So, I don't know. That point. It's a little bit wacky.
Very.
So Roger, what's going on with Kevin Gates?
Yo, so another thing I've been checking out. I don't know if you guys know, Kevin Gates is he's a hip hop artist, he's a rapper, and this brother made some commentary that was controversial the other day. Basically, what he was saying was he doesn't necessarily support BLM or things of that nature, and his reasoning was as such. He was like, black people don't support me. That's not who buys my music. He goes, white people buy my music. He goes, other cultures buy my music. He goes, my own people don't support me. Now, it's not that he says he necessarily wants to see that happen, but he says, how can I support something when we spend a lot of time and energy killing each other? He's got very valid points. It stings to hear for a lot of people, and I know it does, but he's got very valid points. When you think about it, we have all these vigils, candlelight vigils. We can't wait to pray for somebody, put teddy bears and candles at the scene of the crime, put them on a T-shirt and write a song, Little Man, 1985 to 2015. Don't do that shit for me. You don't have to make any of that up for me if you don't attempt to kill me. So I think the point he's making is he's all about, I'm loyal to the people that are loyal to me. It's not so much black or white, because you're right. As celebrities and figureheads and athletes and all that, we unfortunately are held to a higher standard than other cultures with their heroes. Our heroes have to be our drum majors, our spokespeople, our advocates. And is it always fair? No. But I think that's what he's saying is but how do you guys feel about someone openly saying, I'm not going to use my platform to defend or to love coming from my own community? And he's not the only one who's done that, believe it or not. Yeah. There are lots of artists of note who are like, I can't in good conscience do that when I know we're going to turn around and act a whole fool next week. Think about all the murders that have occurred in all these major cities. Boy. I'm not saying cops and things like that, but I'm saying a lot of that is people who look just alike shooting each other or whatever the case may be. But I was just wondering, do you guys feel like there's a happy medium, or he should, should he stand by it? What do you think?
I mean, the only thing I can do is respect him for his opinion, because I kind of understand what he's saying, because even with me being from the islands, and doing everything that I do, I don't get a whole ton of Caribbean love and all this stuff and parades and shit when I go home. I don't get all that. I find that the American people support me more than my own Caribbean people, so I kind of totally understand that. Like, I do things for everybody, I'm saying, whether you're from the islands or not. Right. If I'm reached out to, then of course I support, and I'm always supporting. But for me to get support from my own people, that just, it rarely happens, so I kind of understand. And then of course, when you talk public about it, it seems like, oh, she's a bad sport because she's talking about this, or she's talking about her people don't, right?
It's
but
taboo.
That's how I feel, and you're entitled to your opinion. If you're not being, supported, you're not being supported, and he has every right to say something about it. And like he said,
so you're an advocate. You're kind of like, you kind of feel like dance with the date that brought you. So if this group brought me, that's who I dance with. If this group brought me, that's who I dance with. I don't feel the obligation because maybe we share something in common or look alike. CB, what do you think? Bueller.
Bueller. I'm here. No, my thing is there's really no in between. You either support something or you don't. But you can't, the thing is, if we go by who supports us and who doesn't support us, you're not seeing the bigger picture. You're not seeing the greater good. So it's kind of like tit for tat. Well, if you don't support me, I'm not going to support you. But the picture is we should all, put our differences aside and support each other, support the cause. There's been some controversy with BLM. We all know this. But overall, the good that it's done has been tremendous. It's brought a lot of people together. It's brought a lot of awareness of things that are going on that we necessarily knew but didn't know was going on. I mean, I've learned a lot, all these protests and understanding why people are angry, why people are marching in the streets, why people are doing what they're doing. But then I've also seen how there are people that are trying to sabotage it, saying, horrible things about it, just purporting lies. And lies and lies and lies begat more and more and more lies. And all I would say is for people to do your due diligence. And if it's something that means something to you, then support it. And there are different ways you can show support. It doesn't have to be financially. And a lot of people, when they think about, well, we need your support. Well, I ain't got no money. That's the first thing that pops into their mind. Well, I ain't got no money. I can't support. Like with us, you can support us by coming to our YouTube page and subscribing. That's support. And by doing that,
and it's free.
We can bring more to you. We can do more for you. It is free. You know, there are many cases where support is free.
But I think he feels like it's hard to be he doesn't want to be a liar or a hypocrite. I think, and that's my thought. He doesn't want to be a hypocrite because he's saying, hey, do this, and then they're not doing it. And it maybe in his mind, it makes him look stupid. But again, and you guys, if you want to watch the interview, what he was really saying was they don't support me. And I've heard that from other artists, but I mean, like Tech used to be like that, believe it or not. I mean, he was very much like that before he started getting Guinness World Records and making millions. He said the same thing. I like Mimi. He was like, my own city hardly supports me. My own people barely support me. And then he's got Mormons in Utah jamming and kicking it and not calling him a devil worshiper and all this shit. And he's got people in places you would never expect, Wyoming and things like that. So I understand how your feelings can be hurt if you think you should get instant support over here and you don't.
Well, when you look at it from that standpoint and you think of the ones who are supporting it, you have to also look at the big picture as to why they're supporting it. There is always an underlying reason for everything. You know, it could be one, hey, maybe they do like the music, but there's always an underlying reason for everything. It's kind of like, you know, you have a white person in your circle and they can say, oh, I have black friends, when it's only maybe one or two, and everything else in your circle is a snowstorm, a blizzard blowing up. So you have to look at the big picture.
Well, again, I feel like if he didn't think that we were being hypocritical in crying about, so for instance, we are all protesting and harping about, Ahmaud Arbery or Breonna Taylor or any of George or any of the, any of these people, but we still are turning around. We're still turning around doing it to ourselves. And so that's his whole thing is how can it coexist? How can BLM really mean anything? How can Black lives actually matter if blacks are taking Black lives? Of course, police are doing it. Of course, there are, active shooters and things like that. But I think he's talking about just the level of support that we have for ourselves as a culture. And he also threw in his own respective position on how he's been supported by other cultures outside from his own when it came to his music. Because, they can find out statistics, what demographic is buying their music, who's not, things like that. So that's just his personal feeling. I'm just, my thought process is,
he's entitled to his opinion. But again, when you look at the big picture, I mean, for example, say your white friend decides to walk up and punch a Black guy in the mouth just because he's Black. Oh, but he's not racist because he has a Black friend. So you have to look at it from different perspectives, and you have to make it make sense. Not everyone.
So then tell me, what's the Black friend supposed to do? What should that Black friend do, in your opinion? If I'm standing next to my white partner and he walks up to some Black guy and just punching him on GP, what do you think I'm responsible to do in that case?
Myself, my first thing I'm gonna do is be like, "Why'd you do that?" That's just how I am.
Yeah.
Now, if he says because he was Black, then I'm gonna punch him in the mouth.
I mean, that's what I'm saying, because again, people's reasoning doesn't necessarily have to make sense, but to them. But in order to be supported, it has to make sense to everyone on the outside. Like, and I think we're all kind of driving at the same thing, maybe from different streets. But it's one of those. If it's easy enough to see the purpose and the reason behind it, you can get behind the cause. But if you're like, but in his case, and I don't want to speak for the man, but based on the interview that I saw, it just appears to him that he goes, it makes no sense to support a movement that isn't really doing what it's supposed to do, or it's not showing what it's supposed to show, and that is that Black lives do matter. If Black lives matter so much, why are we still homicide heavy everywhere? And so like I said, he piggybacked that with not only that, but my music doesn't matter to my people.
That situation is kind of twofold though, because
you know what?
Yeah,
I was about to say that.
we have blacks killing blacks, but guess what? You got whites killing whites too. Okay. A lot of times, you know, a lot of those situations are personal situations. Look at the difference. You got, and when you see a lot of the black killings going on, black on black crime, majority of it is a beef in there somewhere. There's a reason for it. It may not be a good reason. It doesn't justify it, but there's a reason for it.
Right.
You know what I mean? White on white crimes we see, it's just some random motherfucker going up and killing everybody in the room. They ain't even got a reason. What kind of shit is that? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, so
and I want I wanted to see what he looked like then. No,
so
I agree.
But when you talk about
the beat.
but when you talk about the police killing a black person, 9 times out of 10, that shit's out of hatred. It's out of what's the word? Profiling. You know, it's not because they didn't. It's not because they had a beef about something. They're not because something happened between them at some other time, and they got a beef, and that's why he killed them. You know what I'm saying? It's like you said. It's usually behind bullshit. So when you look at,
okay, so there was. I don't know if you guys saw it, but this past week, I'm at to check out the NFL. Somebody look it up. The NFL, the ex-NFL player's brother shot and killed a coach at a damn Pop Warner football game over a disagreement. This is the kind of ignorant shit we do. You had a 9-year-old's football game. Why do you have a gun? And then you get upset enough to go shoot and kill a very well-liked coach. This is the kind, and I'm not saying it's fair. We know it's not fair. The world ain't fair. The double standard ain't fair. We know that. But the fact of the matter is, this is the kind of goofy shit you hear about us doing.
Yeah.
Killing a very well-beloved, positive black man in the community because you're upset over a 9-year-old football game? Did you find out the 9-year-old wasn't yours but his? You tell me what reason. And so this is the kind of point that people are making. It's hard to get behind and support that kind of ignorance. And I know it's not all of us. Obviously, it's not all of us. But that kind of ignorance is hard to rally behind. You can't even make it make sense. And I know y'all are going to try, and you can't. I don't care if he's mad, on drugs, all kind of shit. Why do you have a pistol at a 9-year-old football game? If baby's mama's here with a new guy, this is the kind of stuff. And I know we didn't write the narrative or the book, and therefore we're always going to be painted in a horrific light. But, and I'm just playing devil's advocate, but you see how it is difficult for some people to stand forward. Look at a lot of your bigger celebrities who tend to be quiet. Oprah's gotten quiet over the years because, she's been burned on some of the people she supported. You don't see J and B, the people that are the biggest push. You don't see Will overly promoting a lot of things because they're protecting their interests. And it doesn't mean they don't care. It means they're strategic about doing it. They're not going to be at the front line in front of the camera. So basically, it's like this: black, white, or indifferent. You're not fucking up my green.
Water for a long time. We're gonna get right now.
He's still going to be rich, and so now he's all right. I mean, he ain't gonna share a cell with R. Kelly or nothing, but he's still gonna be rich. But it's just, everybody gonna be watching that boy's right hand.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Where he at?
Yeah. What's up, Mr. Smith? Hey, dog.
Hey, I bet don't nobody else. Hey, I bet don't nobody else had nothing to say about Jaden.
Listen, no disrespect. I whip Will's ass 6 for 8 for Sunday, but I don't have Chris's money, and I don't stand to lose anything either. So I'm broke. So I can just kick his ass and then charge him. But yeah, what you're not gonna do is slap. Open hand slapping is the most disrespectful thing you can do to a man. It is.
Yeah, as a man to another man. Yeah.
But wow, that's disrespectful. But again, yeah, we talked about that before. It was a setup. It was staged. Chris Rock got rich off his little comedy tour because of it. They're all happy. I promise you.
Him and his brother.
You know, we all sitting talking about whooping Will's ass.
Hey, look, and his brother. I didn't even know he had a brother that did comedy until then.
You didn't know Tony Rock, fool? What are you doing?
He's been around.
Tony's
a fool.
Tony's funny.
Yeah,
Now he's rich and funny.
It was a great. I mean, it was a very good. It was a great little setup series and all that. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. It was a great little setup. I ain't mad. You know, I get it. If a slap can make me several million, you know, I'm an actor. I can take that. I can take it. Nah, it's good. It's good. So, I don't know. But yeah, that's that wackadoo part. You know, so yeah, y'all country going crazy.
Going to hell in a handbag.
That's all right. There's gonna be plenty of people down there dancing. You know, you get you get the right group of folks. They'll put AC in. That's all I'm saying. They'll put AC in. So,
Roger, you had another question up in there. This was a pretty lengthy one.
Let me get a shit. Yep, I got one more good one for y'all. See, I didn't have time to think. Y'all don't give.
We'll be all right.
Well,
keep rolling. I ain't got nothing.
You got a business?
I was about to say, you, girl, Tam, you notice he ain't said a word we haven't either. It's always one. See? Hey, you been to that reference church. That's why you need a Martin Luther King fan over there. All right, real quick, I got one for y'all. So do you all agree? And I gotta credit my boy Shooter King because, you know, I love that guy. He's funny. He's hilarious with his short ass. But I saw it on him, but he made a very good. It was a really good point though. So answer me this: do you guys think this is true? Do you think that a lot of men and women are single? And this is, and again, like I said, I'm plagiarizing him. Do you think a lot of men and women are single because the character of the person that they want or like or whatever doesn't match how you want them to look? So you see what I'm saying? They're all this over here, but they don't look like you need them to. So they're not the perfect 10. In other words, man, he's nice, but he looks like this. Or man, she's really, really funny, but she doesn't look like this. So do you think more people are single because they can't have it all based on what their ideal person is supposed to look like? Because everybody says they want honest, good looking, attractive, physically fit, well built, makes money, all this other stuff. But when one of those goes out the door, they tend to kind of scrub the relationship. So do you think more people are single because of that or for a different reason? That's what he was asking. And I love that question. So I want to know what y'all think about it, you know, especially my single people.
So it's really crazy because the thing about that question is that it doesn't matter whether this person has all this, yes or no, because this is the thing. You get with somebody that has the look, has the character, has everything you want. Boom, everything is going beautiful. One day, something happened. I don't know, a real estate crash. He's lost his job. The company folded. He's got to start from scratch. Oh shit, he was in a car accident. He's handicapped now. Like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, you really need to watch what you put out into the universe when you start making all these, when you have all these lanes. Okay, I want him to be this, but I want him to be that. I want him to be this, and I want him to be that. Right. And now you get all of this, and then shit happens. Like, you gotta watch what you get, because at the end of the day, it's not what you're going to get in the end. You're gonna get old together. You're gonna fall apart. Like, shit happens. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't care for the question, because there's too much that can happen when you decide, okay, you're going to try to get this perfect thing going. There's nothing such as that. There's nothing such as that. You know, unless it's a guy just seeking eye candy, you know.
TV, what you think, Mom?
She's like, no comment.
I'm single by choice. And
okay, but do you think it's because of that? That the two don't match up? Okay.
No. I think it's because there's nothing out there. Yeah, I've been in the dating pool and it's quite shallow. There's literally nothing out there. Like, nothing. At all.
You know, this is not the kind of conversation you could have with TV because she's gonna come with some real shit. Or we gonna
she's gonna come with some shade, some jade, and some fucking fire. But okay, all right.
You know why?
Gee, I know you guys.
You know why?
Because
she shows up at the date. She shows up at the first blind date like this.
Come on, guys. I'm stopping talking to you, Joe. I'm not talking to you no more tonight. Jesus Christ, I'm gonna stop talking to you. Somebody. So check this out. I think like he got a bit. Mimi said the question was a little bit too far out there. I know my girl up top. We gonna work on her. Trust me. We gonna get her to love again. But I think so. Here's the
Love and TV. What happened to that? Did y'all forget?
Oh God, you know what? We got to get back on that. That's going to be hilarious. We got to get back on. Well, shit, you scaring them. They're like, fuck that. She's jaded.
Do you know how hard it's going to be to find somebody if she's coming out here talking about there ain't nobody out there? They're going to already be intimidated. Like, shit, did y'all hear that last show they did?
But
right,
okay, so
that
again,
part.
And I'm not single. George ain't single, but we obviously have been, and we've been around enough people to you talk and and things like that. I agree with how this goes. The reason I agree with that is because I've heard 2 trillion times how people constantly say things like they're cool, but they have all this but. I think the problem is, unfortunately, we have unrealistic expectations about what we want. If you close your eyes and describe your perfect person, then it's way up here. But oftentimes we don't stop to think about just how flawed we are, or we say, "Yeah, I am, but I'm cool. I like me," and therefore, I tell everybody, if you got a top 10 list that you have to have, you need to knock 3 of them shits off because nobody's going to measure up 100%. Nobody.
Right.
And so nobody has 1,000% batting average. But I also feel like we do that. Oh, he's cool, he's cute, but he's broke. She's cute and funny, but she's, one eye goes that way and she's, I don't know. She's got a limp. I don't know. Everybody has something, or this person isn't intelligent. We all have these things that we want. There's nothing wrong with wanting or having a list, but I just don't believe that there's no way to get around that and accommodate the things that we want versus what we need. See, most of the time, the shit that we really, really desire isn't a need. I love honesty. One of the more honest things I've ever heard from somebody is, look, I just need somebody to be honest, tell me the truth, and manage the money because I can't do it. Or I just don't take out the trash. Whatever your deal maker and breaker is, I don't take out the trash. Or I like to cook, but I can't do laundry. So being honest, but we have to narrow things down. I think the older we get, the more we start to become, we realize like, hey, you know what? All that wasn't 100% necessary. It was me being a little greedy. But I do think that the physical part of it, look, like Mimi said, we're all going to fade to some degree. I would like to fade slowly. I mean, some people fall off the damn cliff. Some people get over there and they work. Some people fall the hell off the cliff. And I mean, they go from sugar to shit, as my mother would say. But I would like to fade slowly so that I can have some self-respect. But physically, yes, we are all going to fade. We're all going to get old and things like that in our own way. But I feel like sometimes we're just not realistic about what we want or what we command. Because you can be fine.
And you got to remember.
I know a lot of fine people who ain't worth shit.
Right. But you got to remember, it starts out physical.
Of course.
Because
Of course.
can you name me? Because I need you to name me one person that ever looked at somebody and said, "Damn, they ugly in a motherfucker. I want to get to know them."
Yeah, right. But I bet he's funny. I bet he's a hard worker. You're right,
Hey.
dude. You will not catch an argument from me. But then what? So what comes after that?
So
because
then
listen,
you
I overlook the look because you're gonna
use a lying sack of shit.
Smell good.
Use
have
a lying
great
sack of shit, and your
personality.
breath smell like doo doo.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. I have been with some guys.
Bullshit.
Folks have been like, Mimi, what were you thinking?
I'm
And
a,
it's like, what do you mean? What was I thinking? He's really a cool guy. When you get to know people
right,
over a period of time,
right. That's
they start to look because they are
That's
nice
different, though.
individuals.
so that's different if it's somebody you've known for a while and you've gotten to know them, and then they become a different kind of beauty. You know, and that's a wonderful thing. That's a wonderful thing. But you ain't gonna convince me. You ever looked at a motherfucker and be like, "Damn, he ugly as hell. I want to get to know him." I ain't never gonna convince me of that.
Out the gate.
Come on, man.
But that,
No.
so that's what we're saying. It should, and I think we all agree. That George is an asshole.
Hey, I just call it like it is. Hey,
Nobody walks down the street and goes, but no one, exactly, no one. And that's the point that we're making. But I also feel like people have to realize, okay, how equally yoked are we? What, if we have a really high list of demands, we should be able to meet the demands that we put out.
I agree with
I
that.
didn't say no one.
I agree with that.
I don't think that people should have such high expectations because we all come with some sort of shit. We all do.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah. Every last one of us comes with something.
We have to come in right here at bay and let's just meet right here in the middle and figure it out. What don't you like? What don't you like? What do you like? And you work it out as you go.
Well, these people.
So do we believe?
Well,
they shoot for
into one. These people are giving advice to marry an ugly woman. So let's hear what they have to say.
If you wanna be happy, mother, to make a friend, give up for your right. So for my first love, I'll do another girl to marry you. If you wanna be happy, mother, to your life. Help to make a friend, give up for your right. So for my first love, I'll do another girl to marry you. My friends, they wanna make a hustle of strong and very often cause it's been downfall. As soon as she's married, that's it to start. The things that will break his heart. But if you make an ugly woman your wife, you'll be happy for the rest of your life. An ugly woman.
Crystal,
You killing me, Smalls.
I recall. How long have I been a part of this show now? Like what, 2 years, 2.5 years, whatever, year and a half, 2 years. I recall this being a conversation, and I recall you. Let me see. Did you agree to promise that you were not going to play that song, or you just didn't agree at all?
She did.
And just decided that you don't.
She did.
I can't even think about it.
Did I promise?
I even made a note. See there?
Did I do that?
Yep.
Wow.
It just kind of dies with what we were talking about. I couldn't resist.
So, if I'm to understand you correctly, my dear, you think pretty women ain't shit as wives, huh? This ain't worth nothing, huh? Oh, don't worry, I'll wait.
I didn't do that.
I ask you personally, do you agree? Do you concur? Do you
Shout
concur?
out to Shit Just Got Real podcast. Welcome in.
Yeah,
Welcome in, everyone.
Yeah, it sure did.
Yeah, it really
Absolutely.
did. It really did. And who's supposed to be responding to a question, Phoebe? What?
Oh, she gonna need to go in there.
so
We need to go in there. I'm gonna have to go in there and delete that song from the damn blog talk. That's what's gonna
Pretty
happen.
much. Pretty much.
Because her
Somebody
only
has to pick something.
excuse,
That is the
her-
ugliest song ever.
look, her excuse, I forgot. No, No.
I mean, it's
That's
funny.
what I
It's
put her in a
true,
happy
but
place. You guys see how happy she gets when she plays that game?
she does. Like, that's a status for you. Somebody. Hey, you know what? We should try to find what that kid looks like now. That's the best meme ever. 'Cause he's got that look. You know you full of shit.
Right.
I love that. I love it. Right.
His little expression.
I don't know if we're gonna agree, babe. I don't know if we're gonna agree on that. I don't know. Just because I don't think, I don't think that's necessarily true. When it comes to not being true with yourself, I think people do that. I think people absolutely say, hey, look, this is what all I want. And y'all love one of my favorite phrases, what are you bringing to the table, which pisses people off, but it's true. So I don't agree, sweetie, that there's nobody out there, but I also think that we oftentimes fishing in a very small pond based on where we get to our access and things like that. Because there's the thing, there may be some wonderful guy in, Belgium that's everything you ever needed, but you may never encounter that because of no contact. There has billion men on the planet, and she don't think there's one for her. Out of 4 billion men, that's a lot of pillow talking and wacky time. 4 billion, 4 citizens. Come on. But let's just say they're in the Southwest. We'll just say for you, the Southwest is kind of a goose egg, but the whole world, maybe the whole world.
Expectations are all the way up here. That's what it is. She has her list. She has an unrealistic list of expectations.
And there is no man that has been invented that fits that description. There is no guy that exists that fits what I want. So I'm good being by myself.
Okay, you know what, Roger? We're going to have a conversation outside of this, and George, where we're going to really put, for the love of CB together for real. Like, we just got to do it.
Okay, yeah. We're gonna get this list together because, like I said, it's nothing else. I just like proving people wrong. So if it means nothing more than proving her wrong, I'm willing to do my homework. That's
okay,
right.
so I have a strange feeling that we are all going to be together around Halloween, and I think that would be the perfect place to start Phoebe and the boys, right there at the spot.
Yeah, without the ghouls and goblins, he'll fit right in.
Interesting.
Look at that.
Interesting.
Josh just got me a podcast that I agree there is someone out there for us all. Have to be open to it. Thank you. You know what? It's all about what we put into the universe is what we get back.
You just have to find somebody as messed up as you, and you can't be happier. You just got to find somebody who's just completely nothing butts, and then you be like, listen, this is how we get down. And they're like, yeah, that's fine, and they speak backwards or whatever.
If she finds somebody as crazy as her, you know what's going to happen?
We're going to be bailing them both out.
This right here. That's what it's going to be.
but they'll be happy.
That's what it's going to be.
They'll be happy doing that. You know what? In the end,
bitching. Who's happy bitching? Come on now.
Listen, the rule is you can't argue naked because people get distracted. That's how I feel. So there's right there. That's how I get in. Listen, we all know cooking ain't no
legs. He can't come to you. It won't happen.
Yes, he can. He can roll unless he got a Woody, and then he stops. He can roll.
At that point, we're not arguing.
Got a little picture.
First of all, I'm not going to be averse to that. We're going to just get over this hump, and then we'll just, we'll see how we feel afterwards.
Oh, yeah, that's funny.
It sounds like it sounds like an excuse for makeup sex.
Hey, that's exactly
what
it
always
is.
Yeah.
That's it.
But I think
do knock it. That's what she wants for that. Do knock it.
Let's just. It's like, you know what? Hold on a second. You upset? Come in. Just come on. Let's go.
Hey, you ought to just walk in. Why is the damn sky blue? And then walk back out. And then have them try to make you feel better. God damn, why is water wet? I'm pissed. Hey, get naked. See, be like that sometimes. I do that all the time. Mm-hmm.
But I used
Where's
to
my Coke
believe in
half empty?
happily ever after, but I realized that it's all a lie.
No,
There is no
honey,
happily
that's
ever
called,
after.
that's just called you don't believe you got to work. That's called you don't believe you have to work, and that ain't gonna happen. It's a job you can't clock out from. That's the difference.
Right.
You know,
That
so,
part.
You know, marriage and parenting. Although one of them you can leave and not worry about because it's an adult involved, but the other, listen, I don't clock out. I don't clock out
I'll
from my
keep my
children.
1099. Thank you. I'll say it in the.
Damn, you got that many of them? You should be tired. Shit. You doing some juggling.
I'm good. No, I'm single. What's there to juggle? Balls?
Never mind. Well, yeah, that probably would make you happy. Yeah, listen, you'd have a different approach to this if you were. You were like, hold on, y'all.
The last time I came close, dude had erectile dysfunction, so you know how that went.
Hey, it sounds like a personal problem. I can't do it. Listen. Mm-hmm.
And for all the men that are listening, for all the gentlemen out there, all the dudes listening, if you have erectile dysfunction,
What happened? She just, what the hell? How did that? Did she just muted herself? she muted herself. She muted herself. You know that was some bullshit she was saying. Can she still mute? Okay. Okay.
touch, baby. Just what I want, baby. Close the door. I want you. I need you, baby. Baby, what is that in store? Ooh, it's all yours. Yeah. Baby, I just wanna play until you take my breath away. Do you feel me? I know you do, 'cause I feel you do. I can't get enough with you. Oh, I can get enough with you. I just want to take a picture when the day is over. Starting again. Just come and make your legs keep rolling. No. I just want it. I can't get enough with you. All right.
Hey, y'all know she wrote that about me, right? Back in the day, this is back in the 90s, we had our little thing. But, that's really about me. I'm just throwing it out there. Exactly, see? What we trying to talk about? You know what I realized, y'all? TV need her hair pulled. That's what the problem is. She just need to get all that. That's what it is. And the right liquor, that's what it is. Yep. See, she looking like, could be. Shit. Could be. See, I think that's what it is. See, I keep telling y'all, it's the Drusilla going on. It's the Drusilla. I'm trying. See, she was thinking different. Okay, when we do her, we're going to put that in the requirement. Hey, listen, gentlemen, you can't be shy about this. See?
Not at all. Not at all. You are not aggressive. You cannot approach.
Because I love two-stepping. I love the two-step. It's so much fun. That's why I cannot wait to go to Kansas City so we can two-step and just, yes, it's going to be so cool.
Ooh.
So much fun. And the Club Chaos has delicious food, I've been told. They have catfish and fried chicken. Oh my God, yes. And I'm just so looking forward.
First of all, it's not Club Chaos.
You want a two-stepper, you want somebody that's going to take you to eat some
It's
chicken and
Euphoria.
fish.
Yep. It's what?
Listen.
It's called what?
Euphoria.
I was drunk last time I was there, so I didn't eat that.
I love it. So Euphoria has good food, and they have catfish, and they have fried chicken.
So back
and they have catfish, and they have fried chicken. You guys say more. I'm ready to go now. I got my backpack. Let's go.
As long as you have catfish, chicken, and you can two-step, that's the date. What else?
Oh, you're gonna learn about it. You're gonna learn about it. Now that's one thing we do. We does that well. I mean, among other things, but we definitely do that.
I'm just trying to get the criteria. I'm just trying to get a couple of little,
Absolutely.
We are doing for the love of TV, so I just gotta try and make sure he's gonna
that's gonna be.
He has to be a two-step lover, and a two-step lover is not 35, 40 years old. So what's your age range?
I go to 55, not beyond.
Okay, but from what age?
Older than have a pension and maybe still have their good needs, without a
45 to 55.
45. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, go ahead.
Grown up. Got a little something stashed away.
Because that's
but they don't have to use a cane. They don't have to use a cane.
Hell no.
No, because
cane.
you know what? You gotta pay attention. Bro, because remember, one of her criteria was that she's got to be able to be lifted.
Yep. Hey, that's her criteria. It is what it is. Listen. It be like that sometimes.
Am I wrong? You said that. You got to be able to lift me.
No, so you're talking about the sex swing. You talking about the sex swing that they be selling? See you down for all that shit. Yeah. I see you, dog. I see you.
So let me give you a tour.
Okay.
So I'll be here.
Go ahead. Thank you. I'm purple. It's a beautiful room up in there. 35 and
Hang on a minute. Hold your riches.
No hanging outside.
That's our sex swing.
You gotta get
We'll be there with George.
It's going to do some curd. I love the dominoes in the wall. That's beautiful.
Girl, you don't understand how that really is real life.
I like that.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, okay. A little table. Okay.
Where's our VIP?
Right there.
Just hang on a minute.
That looks like VIP right up there in that corner. That's another spot.
That's another spot.
I love the painting, George. Very
Hey, that's still right there. That's where I was sitting last time. That's as far as I can go.
That's a nice little spot right there. The little corner spot right there. That's by the bar.
That's it when you've been drinking.
Yeah. Where you end and where you begin.
That's just stepping around the wall.
You have a dance floor?
Out.
He'll come back around to it.
Oh, that's the DJ booth? Nice.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's nice.
Oh, yeah. You want to see me watch your son? Okay. Okay, I don't know about that little spot right there, but I want to put speaking of Boyz on that back wall.
Timmy said I got something to put there. Right.
Back wall. You always thinking about it.
That's really beautiful, dude.
Wow, beautiful. It takes you right back out to that bathroom.
I was going to ask, what's on the wall, dude? I mean, where he go? I ain't trying to, get personal, but, what's all that?
Just some different shit. There's some different shit.
We got a couple cans of
When you're drunk, you ain't gonna give a fuck no way.
Wow.
Trust me, I know.
This is really nice.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool little spot.
Yeah, it's a cool spot.
That'll be like right.
All I need. Okay. Nice. That is. What's that little
Nice. It's a nice size.
That's a pretty big spot.
What's the capacity?
The capacity, or how many people do we put in there?
That's my boy right there. Tony Montana.
Why do we
Tony Montana.
Tony Montana.
This is really nice. What do you say the capacity was?
You want the capacity or how many people we put in there? Which one?
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
it. 250.
Exactly. There's a difference.
It ain't but like
We want the
60 to 75.
Nah, that's a 150, 200 spot. Right there, easy.
But if you
Maybe
two
250 standing
step
room
in
only.
a dry humping, about 200. That part.
They got all the
300 on a Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, that's good. I gotta keep the doors open.
No chairs. Take out all the
Keep the
chairs.
doors open.
Jump up the top.
But now,
That part.
that depends if you're just talking about the top floor or the bottom floor. There's a hole downstairs. That was just the top floor.
Really?
You don't want to go down there. You don't want to go down there. You don't.
You stupid.
You don't want to go down there. You don't want to go down there.
You stupid.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
You're not saying. You're just saying.
I ain't saying. I'm just saying. You don't want that problem.
Is downstairs Vegas?
Oh.
You don't want that problem.
Let me see here.
I don't question what happens downstairs. So that's a
Right.
350, 400 capacity.
All of a sudden, you get some. Maybe. Yeah.
Upstairs and downstairs.
Let's see what we got here.
Just for the love of CB and the boys downstairs.
Let's see if I can catch my boy on the phone.
Okay.
What are you doing?
No, he ain't asleep. I guarantee you he's down there at the club because they just finished painting that. He just sent me that video.
He up to no good. So,
He probably like, who the hell is this
He'll probably
calling?
call you back.
right. Cause he's up to no good.
I guarantee you he's looking at the phone number because I'm calling from Blog Talk. So he's like, who the hell?
Oh.
You know your people. You know your people don't answer calls. They don't know. I'm like, why don't people answer that? Like, what you running from? I don't care. Exactly. I love answering numbers I don't know. I'm gonna talk to everybody. What's up?
You know what? I get it too.
Well, I'll answer the phone and they'll say message because like I'm not here right now. I take a message and they're like, oh yes, could you get out? And I was like,
that's actually pretty good.
No. This is the one right here. Can you verify your date of birth? Well, you called me and you should have my information. So what are you talking about?
Right, no, yeah. Yeah, you tell me.
Don't call me trying to verify me. You call my damn number. If you don't hang up this damn for click, let me just hang up.
I can say no just like I cannot answer. Yeah, no kidding on that.
Let's try it one more time.
Lord, don't want to talk to her. You don't want to talk to her.
how about the ones that tell you won something, but you got to pay $200 or $300 to get it?
What the hell?
I never did.
We got to that part.
Who the hell does that?
Right.
I never win, so I don't. I wouldn't know.
You want a trip? That's a damn.
Please leave your message for 81691514143. Sorry, mailbox is full. To send an SMS notification, press 5.
Press 5.
Press 5.
Gave the man's
To
number
send an SMS notification.
Don't ever call me online.
He'll be all
They
right.
gave out the man's number.
Blog Talk did that on his own.
Mr. Hawkins, this is the Bellagio. You've won a weekend stay at the Bellagio. It's going to be $200 for incidental.
Everybody hold their
I'm gonna say,
thoughts.
no, it's not because I live 15 minutes from there, so I'm taking my ass home. No, I won't. They can never call me and tell me I won. I'd like drive to my house and give it to me. That wouldn't happen. No, sir, I'll give it away.
Through mlife.com, you can earn free stays at the.
Please leave your message for 81.
I'll fly myself over there. I'll meet you there, and when you get there, I'm already gonna be the damn mayor. So don't worry about it. I'm cool. Look, I'm gonna go there, and I'm staying with people's families. Hey, listen, you don't know me, but I know somebody that knows you. I'm gonna tell everybody, listen, I'm Mimi's boy. I'm staying with somebody's auntie. I'm staying with aunties and mamas. They're gonna take care of you. Shit.
Yeah.
What are we listening to?
Which one of y'all trying to do that?
That wasn't me.
George, hold up your bottle. Hold up your damn bottle. Hold it up. Don't blame the mic.
That was the battery going dead on my other microphone.
That's why you think y'all see George Two-Piston? You know, see, we ain't gonna talk about that, but you know, even the leg work for a while.
I just wanted to say our topic tonight was supposed to be sibling rivalry. So the definition, according to the Merriam-Webster dictionary,
12 minutes.
Rivalry.
12 minutes. You're gonna have this whole conversation in 12 minutes.
For the attention, affection, and approval of their parents. All right, there we go. Now, what do you guys want to talk about?
We want to talk about this subject next week because in 10 minutes we're not going to.
We want to talk about getting your hair pulled. We want to talk about getting your hair pulled and getting you put in that swing. Fuck that. How did it come back? We gotta talk about.
I didn't notice you had a caller.
Oh
no, we did not.
Well,
it was an 816 number, George.
No, we did not. You're late.
No, we did not. Hello, caller. CB likes to have her hair pulled, and she likes that caveman drag a little bit. Don't worry about it. We're gonna work on it. We're gonna give you tips.
So we're gonna listen. We're gonna hear from Michelle Bracco.
No.
Oh,
we're not.
Well, we ain't gonna make it through the subject. Why? We ain't gonna make it through the subject.
There we go.
Fine then. We'll hear from Michelle next week.
Yeah, we like it.
Ain't my fault.
We might incorporate other things. Some people like to be choked. Some people like to be donkey punched. I'm learning all kinds of things if I get older. It just should be like that sometimes. I'm just throwing it out there. Wow. I mean, be like that sometimes. You know, you got to keep it spicy.
Well, we have 10 minutes.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Let me take a sip.
Everybody drinks on that one. Hey, y'all are welcome. You know how when the one kid goes to summer camp, the house is calm, and then that sibling comes back and it's like, oh, hell breaks loose. Y'all are welcome.
Lord.
Yeah, everybody got their own cereal.
All right. Well, here is a music break. Another music break then. Here's K. Michelle with my song, Not a Little Bit.
How'd I believe that this time would be different? How'd I believe that you changed? I wanted too much, so I said I could take it, but I couldn't handle the strain. Trying to be who you want me to be, yeah. Trying to make it okay. Trying to look at myself in the mirror. I couldn't go on that way. Gonna take a miracle this time to make me change my mind. I'm alone and doing fine, so leave me all behind. You think I want you not a little bit? You think I need you not a little bit? Finally won't know I'm over it. If you think I need you not, you think I need you not. If you think I want you not a little bit, you think I need you not a little bit. Finally, I'm over it. Think I need you now. Think I need you now. Love unconditional, love with no limits. Love let me be myself. Love me forever, no competition. There's nothing and nobody. I'm alone and doing fine, so I leave it all behind. Not a little bit. I'm over it. Think I need you now. Think I need you now. If I want you now, a little bit. Not a little bit. I'm over it. Think I need you now. Think I need you now. And the love is to say. Going back was my mistake. And there can be no next time you're out of my
불타오르네.
I'ma make you pump like that. Make you pump like that. Make you pump like that. Make you pump like that.
Hey everybody, let's get together and feel alright with CB and the Boyz radio show. Join us every Wednesday for your midweek motivator, offering you music, conversation, motivation, laughter, and a whole lot of fun. One love.
That is my girl. She's like, we going to a match. You going to a match? Yeah. Okay. Now I'm about to start crying a little bit. Can you say you back? Okay. 1987.
We're not ready out, but I already know.
She's right there. That's so hard, man.
And I'm losing my mind. She got a sex appeal beyond imagination. She makes me want
What's the remote control on the side?
She look like Michael Jackson.
We have
she gets me in the mood. So why don't you do it to me? You got me going crazy. Baby. She got a thing to be beyond imagination. And you know that you get what she wants. Using your body and emotion. And she's using it well. Using it well. Oh, baby. She makes me want her.
We got 1 minute.
We need to be saying our goodbyes to somebody over here thinks we should look for Wednesday.
She makes me want her.
Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye. We had fun. Goodbye. See you later. It's a passion night. Should be all right.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
It just cut off on her like, bam. Like, shut up, stupid. It just cut off like.
Fooling me.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
That's my damn jam. All right, you drunks. I'm not dealing with y'all.
Oops.
Thank you all for joining in this evening to CB and the Boys.
Oh my God.
All right, I'm not. Listen, I got shit to do. I can't deal with y'all. I gotta be a brother. I got things to do.
My very white voice.
Well, Roger, you be safe out there, okay?
All right, baby. I'll talk to y'all next go around.
Safe travels, Raj.
All right, be cool. I'm out.
Yeah.
Love. And
everybody on this
The phone's still on.
What? Oh!
So we're going to go ahead and wrap it up.
Yep. Wrap it up. Oh, you want me to end the broadcast? Click the button, shut it down, let it go, send them on their way. But somebody's still watching.
Bye, somebody.
All right. What's this? How you say it, Crystal? This is our time. Our time is done. Or
It's
something?
been real. It's been fun. Our time is done.
Until next time.
It's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun. But our time is done.
Okay.